Malcolm.
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 Bivens.
Malcolm Bivens. He's not back there. Where is he? He's not back there.
Malcolm! Are you up there?
Hey.
Hey, John. Malcolm, we need you on the show. We came to Zaxby's. We got you some Zaxby's fries, all for you. Email us at thefeed@gmail.com. The feed for life, for LYPHE @gmail.com, so you can be on our show. Woo! It's our first episode of The Feed. My name is Donovan Walker, joined by
Matthew Freeman, and I'm joined by
Brendan Shepard.
And I'm Alex.
and we are
The Feed.
The Feed.
The Feed. So first of all, I want to make sure everybody knows that we are broke college students. At least I am. All of this,
I'm very hungry.
yeah, ramen. But this was all paid for out of pocket. We would like funding. That's why Malcolm Bivens, you should be on the show. You have such a huge following.
Should be.
He's over 6 feet tall.
Dang.
Can beat up Nia Jax.
Can beat up Nia Jax.
That means he can beat up anybody.
Nia Jax beat up Randy Orton.
Exactly.
Malcolm Bivens can
We
beat
even
up
got
Randy
Zaxby's for you, man.
Orton. Right here for you. Join us on the show. We'd love to interview you. But moving on. Just to introduce ourselves, I am a sportscasting major at Full Sail, really close to graduation, and this is a project, accumulation of everything that we've learned, all put together. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm here to bring the cheers and boos from the WWE. I'm talking about Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Talk about the good segments, talk about the bad segments, bring them all together, grade the overall show. Talk about the cheers, talk about the boos. I'll definitely be booing a lot at Baron Corbin. Let's just get that out of the way. But what do you do?
And, well, first off, I'm a film major, and I will be analyzing the superstars, their actions, everything to do with each and every superstar, getting in the heads and the minds of each superstar.
Do you know the voices exactly that's in Randy's head?
I sure do, and I'd be happy to explain that later to you.
And I'm talking about all the women's wrestling. That's what's happening this year so far, before 2020, and as we head on the road to WrestleMania.
So speaking of women's wrestling, we got a woman who returned on Monday Night Raw, Ruby Riott.
Welcome back, Ruby!
Ruby!
Woo!
So happy to finally see her, but I mean, she just turned heel again, just
Yeah.
attacked Liv Morgan.
I feel bad for Liv. That's her best friend right there.
I honestly feel like Ruby Riott has something going on with Liv Morgan.
Why?
I think so.
Why?
I think
Why?
she's jealous, honestly.
Just because
She's
there was a hint
She's
of something with
jealous.
Lana and Liv, you think anything Liv has to do with another girl has to involve romance too?
Not necessarily that, but I
That's
mean,
exactly
what would be her motivation in coming back and
To
attacking?
win a championship, she doesn't.
Why
Maybe
attack-
she
why
thinks
attack
Liv Morgan
Liv?
held her down.
Why attack Liv though?
Maybe she thinks Liv Morgan held her down.
But Liv went off on her
I
own.
think
You know that
Ruby
whole
is,
thing she.
Ruby
But
is talented, though.
Liv Morgan was drafted to SmackDown without Sarah or Ruby, so maybe she's pissed about that. She's like, you left us.
Yeah,
That could be true.
you might have a point. You might have
I
a
know.
point.
I do like that idea though. There could be a little something with Ruby Riott.
That is my hunch, and that's what I'm going on.
I think that's a good idea.
But you mentioned that she might be coming after a championship.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new challenger for the WWE Championship.
Pew pew pew.
Ricochet.
Woo!
It's your favorite, right, Alex?
If you guys didn't know, he's a real life superhero.
I am a very big Ricochet fan.
That is the most sarcasm I've ever heard in my life.
Very sarcastic.
But he's challenging Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown for the WWE Championship. I really hope that he can do what he says he can do.
Now, look, I don't think Ricochet stands a chance against Brock Lesnar, but I will agree that this will be a 5 out of 5 match. I mean, we've seen superstars like Ricochet fight against Brock, and they've had close to success. We've had AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor. They've all came very, very close to conquering the Beast. And we'll see if at Super Showdown if Ricochet do the same.
You know, Seth Rollins did conquer the Beast, and Ricochet beat Seth Rollins, technically.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're going to get one
Possibly.
over him.
There we go. There we go. So moving on to the Viper.
All right,
Randy
we're talking about the voices
The
now.
Viper, Randy Orton. You know, I really don't think Randy Orton has any respect here. He obviously is very, I honestly don't even know because I think he's so used to getting the way he wants, and in this case, he attacks Edge. He has no explanation for it. There's no excuse for his actions. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean,
Apparently, he doesn't know what to say either.
exactly. I know, and it's honestly ridiculous in my opinion. I don't think Randy Orton deserves anything anymore.
And I find that interesting, like how he attacked Edge more than likely because he seemed like he didn't really want to do it. He was reluctant to even hurt him.
Yeah, I think he really did ponder about it
You think those voices made a comeback? They
Those
were like,
yes,
Get him.
those voices did make.
He got him out of his head. Now they're slowly creeping back.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I really would have loved to have been in the head of Randy Orton.
Oh yeah,
me
When
too.
all that went down. But the final thing about Raw that happened, which is the biggest thing, I was super excited. I was all for it. Rhea Ripley. She went to the Queen's territory
Wow,
and challenged her.
what a move!
That was a ballsy move.
It
Yeah,
was
it was.
badass. 100% just.
We don't say that
But
word.
you can see.
You don't say ass around.
ballsy.
You don't say.
No, too bad. Is that it?
Do you think Rhea Ripley has a chance though?
I think she does.
I think she does. I don't think Charlotte's faced a woman like Rhea yet. Rhea's matches with Sasha remind me of Sasha's matches with Charlotte, so I think it's going to be a very even contest between the two.
I think so too. But are we even going to get Rhea versus Charlotte? Because as we learned on NXT, we could potentially have Bianca Belair versus Charlotte.
That is true, huh?
You know, one thing that Rhea Ripley said on NXT was that she didn't appreciate the fact that Charlotte came and was disrespecting everyone.
I completely agree. You don't go to some place and just walk right in and start disrespecting people in this business.
But that's what the Queen
That's- I
does.
was gonna say
She's
that.
the
Well,
Queen.
She's the queen.
But if someone's gonna respect you, you need to respect them back. And you may be the queen, but
Now
you
guys,
need to.
the ultimate question coming out of NXT is how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
Did you say how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
That is the real question. I don't know.
I think it's 3.
I think it depends if we're talking oil fryer or air fryer. Once they get us that answer, I can have an answer for you guys.
You know, next week I really want to see you work that equation out on the whiteboard.
I'll do it. I got
There
it.
we go.
We'll answer your question of how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish. But coming out of the last segment of NXT, the Velveteen Dream.
Dream is finally here. The dream is finally over for the Undisputed Era and Roderick Strong. Did you like Velveteen Dream's pants, by the way? I really like that little touch.
The pants were cool. When he does stuff like that, it reminds me of Rick Rude, who's my favorite wrestler of all time. So it's
Exactly.
get really exciting when I see that stuff.
That's why I love
And,
Velveteen. Those small touches, he always adds them.
I'm chalking it up as Troy's NXT debut. That's what I'm chalking it
I
up
was
as.
just about to say the same thing. I want to see Troy in NXT. He is going to be a big star.
Troy versus Velveteen Dream.
No. Did you not see his tights? He's going to be with Velveteen Dream.
I don't know. Okay, sorry.
But going back to the blurring of the lines with Raw and NXT, Garza.
Yeah. You saw he made a big debut on Monday Night Raw against Rey Mysterio, of all people.
He did. We got to see him take his pants off.
That's always so great to see him take his pants off, man.
Twice in 1 week.
Exactly.
Right.
What more
That's
could you
all
want?
that matters. Against Rey Mysterio though, he was taking the place of Andrade that night. Ran Rey Mysterio's head right into the concrete.
That's gotta hurt.
It
Yeah.
does.
We started did Humberto. He was out for weeks.
So you have to.
And who knows how long Andrade's going to be out now?
True. I mean, I feel like it would be a 30-day injury.
Maybe, possibly. You know, who knows?
But
do you think Garza is a main event star?
Definitely.
You think so? You think he can transition to Raw really well?
He could, but I wouldn't want to see him go to Raw just yet.
No?
I think he definitely has the potential, though. Like, he's
Definitely.
definitely up there.
I definitely see a little bit of Eddie in him.
I was about to say the same thing.
He's got charisma.
Oh, yeah.
He can move in the ring, like, really well.
Yeah. I haven't seen a personality like his really since Eddie.
So I was actually at his debut match at one of the NXT live event shows.
Okay.
He caught my eye right then and there.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it from day one. But over to SmackDown, with Goldberg returning.
Yeah, I always like a legend return. I think it's something fun and exciting. But honestly, I kind of just want to see The Fiend beat him in like 30 seconds and call it a day. The Fiend is unstoppable, and I don't think Goldberg is somebody who can stop him.
Wow.
Do you really? Are you guys excited for that match though?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Man, I just can't get into it. I'm really not that into the Fiend anymore. Honestly. I loved him in his debut. I loved him against Finn, but Seth is kind of dulled out for me. The Fiend really has kind of gone downhill since his run-in with Seth, and his matches aren't that great to me.
I think his matches are excellent storytelling. If you watch from his very first match till now, people are watching his matches. They're learning what he's doing. His matches are being longer because people are... Every match, you can see a different weakness in the Fiend.
You can credit Daniel Bryan for that, too. He knows what he's doing.
Definitely. I mean, he did have 2 cracks at him.
Yeah.
He did.
He lost both times, but...
No pun intended with that strap match. But I really enjoy watching The Fiend because there's such a different dynamic.
He does bring a different dynamic, but I just don't really know how to describe it. Whenever I see him, I kind of want to flip off SmackDown. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't...
Wow.
His storytelling ability was great when he first started, but it's kind of dulled out now, for me at least. I don't know about any of y'all or around here, but it just has dulled out for me.
What's you, Brennan?
I think, I understand his unpredictability. I think he's very, you never know what he's going to do next. And I like that about him. I think that he keeps you on your feet. You never know who he's going to go after next. You never know what he's going to do next. So it's like, it makes it interesting. And people like him make the roster good because it keeps you on your toes.
I agree with all that. I said it better.
Disagree?
No, I could have said it better myself. I love it so much.
So while we're talking about people being on their feet, Otis. So
Yes,
persistent.
I love this so much. Otis, if you do not get a date with Mandy Rose, I will personally take you out. I know the bill will be large, but I will take you out personally. I'll give you a 5-course steak. You can eat it with your hands. I do not care. But I'm very excited for this. I cannot wait for next week's show with Otis and Mandy's date.
I would say it all goes down this week. It does.
I cannot wait.
Dirt Sheet has returned.
That was also great. Even better than the actual movie. Way better. Morrison deserves an Oscar for his performance there.
I'm really happy with the return of Miz and Morrison, though. Like, when John Morrison said he was coming back, I was hyped up right away. And Miz and Morrison were one of my favorite teams back when they were on ECW and Raw. So I'm just ready for this, for them to maybe become tag team champions again. I'm really excited.
I really think so too. I think they could have tag team potential. What
I
do you
see
think?
a lot of potential in them. Obviously they've been very successful before, and I think Miz has been a great wrestler for the past several years. And with Morrison returning, I think they complement each other very well.
So we'll have to see. It all goes down at Super Showdown at the end of this month.
That went exactly as planned.
Was our first episode of The Feed. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you next Monday right here on YouTube.
Come see us, guys.